Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're just joining us, my name is Mayowaoye and I'm a fashion designer. On this channel, I share how I create and how you can recreate beautiful and stylish designs that will speak the story of who you are, because I understand how it feels when you have like designs in your head that you want to like bring to life and you don't know how to like bring them to life, because that was pretty much where I was before I started my journey in the fashion world. So I'm here to take you seamlessly through that journey by sharing with you guys my sewing processes, pattern drafting tutorials, pattern drafting techniques that I use. I share them in the form of tutorials, and basically that is it, just so that you also will be able to make outfits that you love. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my life as a designer behind the scenes, where I make my videos, how I make them, the tools I use, and basically how all of this runs. So now let's get up close and personal. Did I do the wink right? And this is basically where it all started from. Right here in my room. Let's pretend you can't see my bed right there. Because when I first started this channel, I wasn't like fully ready. So I basically started making videos right here from my room. And it's not that I didn't have a proper sewing room where I make clothes for clients and for myself. I just didn't think it was pretty enough, because that place was like a very scattered place. I'll show you what it used to look like as we move. So yeah, I started from my room, although it wasn't always very convenient, because I would have to like move things around to create some space when it's time to film a video. Sometimes I even have to move the table and chair when it's time to take pictures of the clothing tutorials I just made. So anyways, these days I mostly sketch here because I now film all my tutorial videos in my actual sewing room. This is my mannequin right here, my tripod, that is my little tripod, the little tripod that I started my tutorial with. That's my sketch pad, my coloring pencils, and my actual sketching pencils and markers. And then still in my room, I have some of my old time sketches right here. These sketches are old, like I still have more of them, but they all can't fit into this wall. My new time sketches are in the sketch pad I showed you earlier. So yeah, look at this. I'm sure you recognize it. This is that piece from my graduating collection, which I did a tutorial on 2 weeks ago, I think. So if you haven't yet seen that tutorial, you can check it out through this link right on top of your screen. This was also from my graduating collection, same with this and this and this and this. No, yeah, this one wasn't from my graduating collection, and it was from another collection I did. And same with this and this. I sketched this, but I never got around to making the same with that. This was from my second runway collection. This was from my first lookbook. This one was just me fooling around. This was a bridesmaid dress. This was from my first lookbook in 2018. Yeah, this I never got around to making. This random, I was just like sketching. This also I was just sketching. This I think was for a client. Yeah, I think so. You can see the date. 2017. So yeah, moving down, I have this portable sewing machine I used to use for my tutorials in the earlier days, because having to go back and forth from here to my sewing room would have been so hectic. So this is permanently in my room right here. It looks more or less like the regular traditional sewing machine you see around, but this works with electricity, and that's really how I bought it. So no light, no sewing. This is my half scale miniature mannequin, fully pinnable and all of that. It's actually a very important piece to have because it helps you practice your designs, and like it helps you see what your design is going to look like in real time before you even decide to like make a full size version of the design for yourself. And then you don't really have to waste so much money on fabrics to practice with. And you know, we all have scrap fabrics and that's why I feel like it's important to have a half scale mannequin, because it eliminates you wasting time. Number one, it eliminates you having to like waste fabric, and then it helps you see what that design you have in your head is going to look like. Or even if you want to practice what's it called, you want to practice a particular design that you've never tried before, you want to see what it's going to look like, how to draft the patterns, it also helps with that. So moving on, let's head right to my sewing room. So this is what my sewing room used to look like before. And guys, I'm not proud of it, so you understand why I didn't start my tutorial filming here, right? And now this is what it looks like. Transformational. I wanted to be able to breathe in here, so I made it look as minimal as possible, or like how cluttered up it looked before. This is my vanity mirror. Okay, enough with the play. This is my newest sewing machine. I got this earlier this year, and I only just got around to setting it up recently. The only reason you've not seen me use this in my tutorials is because most of the times when I'm filming, there is almost always no light, so I just work with this manual one instead. I have two of these for when I need help with sewing. And seriously, if you're just starting out, like you're a beginner and you live in Nigeria where the power supply is not always constant, this is all you need. You don't need all the big gears and all the big equipment and all of that, because this also does all your sewing work perfectly. As far as you're following all the right procedures to get your clothes looking all professional, you'll be fine. If you don't know what procedures I'm talking about, you can check out this video here where I explained everything fully. This is my overedge machine right here, which most of us call the whipping machine. It's fully manual too. That's my heavy duty steam iron right there. Can see that. That is my ring light, my tripod. I can extend this I can extend the length of this, unlike the one I showed you earlier in my room. And that's my stash where I keep my scrap fabrics, and honestly I keep reducing them every year, but they keep getting more and more. These are some of my tools. This is that really long, this is my really long pattern paper. This pattern paper is like very long, so I don't really have to like join papers together when I'm making like a really long dress. So I don't really have to like join papers because it's like really long. I can roll it out to how much length I want. And yeah, this is my embroidery ring, because like I've been trying my hands at some embroidery lately. This is the design I was kind of working on yesterday. So this ring just basically helps me keep the fabric that I'm trying to embroider. It keeps it really firm and nice, just so that my embroidery, the sewing of my embroidery is like really firm and nice. So it has like 2 rings and stuff. So yeah, this is it. So if you have been wanting to try your hands at some embroidery, you are going to need this ring for a start. So this is my rhinestone applicator. I use this to apply stones or beads or pearls onto fabric. So all I have to do is just put in whatever mouth, that is whatever kind of mouth, if it's a stone, if it's a pearl, bead, whatever. So I just attach it here and then I plug it in and then turn it on and then use this to apply on your fabric. This is my rotary cutter. So this basically helps me to cut without having to worry about having dark knuckles on my fingers. So yeah, my tracing wheel to transfer patterns, that is from my basic pattern to my working pattern. So I use this to trace out patterns. You always see me using this in most of my tutorials. So this is my French curve pencil, my little scissors, and yeah, so those are the tools you need for pattern drafting, at least the basic tools, not forgetting your tape rule and all of that. So I got some of these tools from at Sewing Tools on Instagram, so you can check her out. That's at TOBSEWING tools on Instagram. And that's me behind the scenes, guys. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button if you haven't yet done so before. So please hit the subscribe button down below your screen, tap the like button and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my new videos when I post them. You can also check out these tutorials right on top of your screen if you missed them when I posted them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.